going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a little while ago, I saw a post, and honestly, I think it's just, teasing the developers. It's not really anything mean. It's a post by Daddy Sent here saying, netcode's so bad. A sticky grenade carries over to my respawn. I'll actually go ahead and show you guys what this brand new bug looks like, as you can see in this video footage here. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't really know what caused the sticky grenade to carry over. I mean, he killed the individual, and you would think that the sticky grenade would blow up by the time that he respawned, but it didn't. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but regardless, the bug is that something happened with the grenade and it carried over to his next respawn. But again, it's not something that happens frequently, right? This is a bug that, yeah, it's going to occur every so often, but I'm going to be honest, from my personal experience, and you guys know I put a decent amount of hours into this game, I have still never, when I say never, I mean never, witnessed this bug, not even a singular time. You guys can go back and look at all of my streams. All of my VODs are saved over on Twitch, of course. If you guys are interested and you want to check out any of my live streams, you can find a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. But you guys have tons of proof here to see that these issues do not happen that often. Even when it comes down to the netcode and the hit reg and all these issues, PlayStation is probably getting hit the most. But actually, guys, a little tiny update. PlayStation got a little bit of a improvement today. Now, I don't know if it's going to be big or not. I'm going to test it out and see. I'm probably not going to make a video about it unless it's a lot of details, but apparently it's improving. But realistically, there's not that many consistently bad issues. They happen, but everyone keeps claiming that it happens more so than not. I just don't understand it. But again, this post was made, not really to bash the developers. It was kind of some humor mixed with showcasing a new bug so the devs could potentially fix it, right? But then you go down into the comments section and it is just filled. When I say filled, I mean filled to the brim with the absolute stupidest things I have ever read in the history of this game. And guys, we have to go ahead and discuss it all. And you already know, I have to go ahead and put my 2 cents in on all of these overall statements here. I mean, first and foremost here, the first comment that you could possibly witness here with 95 upvotes is holy shite. This game, you know what I'm saying? Just basically, your typical person who thinks that this game is packed to the brim with bugs 24/7 nonstop. Again, if it's that big of an issue, you can go to my VODs, you can look at all my streams, and if you are really having that consistent problems, I would love, when I say love, I would love for you to send me at least an hour's worth of gameplay. No cuts, no removals, record an hour, maybe an hour and a half worth of gameplay, and send it to me. And I want to see what your match-to-match gameplay looks like. Seriously, I really do. Not for stutters for PlayStation, unless that's obviously resolved. I'm talking about serious bugs, issues, things like the sticky grenade thing that you saw here. I want to see it happen to you frequently every single match. Please, because I don't know. For me personally on PC, never happens. For all the people I play with who play on PlayStation and Xbox, never happens. So again, for everybody who really thinks that this game is packed to the brim with never-ending issues, send some info my way so I can actually maybe see what's going on with your game, and we can honestly push it out and hopefully get you some assistance. But other than that, I just, have to kind of assume that you are lying and you just want to hop on the hate train. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, it gets even worse. The next one says, guys, relax. It's not the developer's fault. They simply used an engine that is not suited for multiplayer FPS games. How does that shift the blame away from them, you ask? Good question, really. I never understood this. And I got this, literally filled in my comment section when I was talking about, them using an MMO engine. And people are like, well, I can't believe they wouldn't use anything else. Guys, listen, okay? They have to use an engine based off of what Ubisoft has to offer. So yes, the developers will probably choose, but they have to choose between what is offered to them. They can't just say, oh, well, we're working on an FPS game, so I really want to get, an engine that's going to suit this. No, they have to pick from what they are given. So they have it all laid out. And yes, they have other options like Rainbow Six Siege, which is pretty much the only other FPS game I can possibly think of. That's the one everybody always shoots over to, but nobody understands. That engine is ancient, it's old, and it's garbage. I don't know how people defend that engine. Trust me, I enjoy Rainbow Six Siege, but that game has had problems since day one. It took pretty much over a year to fix the netcode. And I mean, even look at the subreddit now. Go to their subreddit board and just look at all of the clips and all of the horrifying things going on in that game. I mean, just look at this one right here. This post right here is from Captain Candid 9570. Going ahead and showcasing to you guys, right out the gate, the beautiful hit detection this game has. How many years down the road? How many? And I mean, I don't understand. XDefiant is a month into release and it gets judged so critically. Yet we have games like this still all the way out there that play exactly how this footage shows. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that is not it. We got another one from Straight Shift saying how he didn't die. Another sniper clip showcasing where they get a direct shot. I mean, they could have not hit anything else in the universe. And yet and still, guess what? The bullet ghosts. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to me that people won't do any research. They'll just simply say, Rainbow Six Siege is an FPS game, so they should have just chose that. The developers definitely sat down and thought about what will be the best engine, to make sure that this game lives long, goes on for ages, can go another 10 plus years, because don't forget, Rainbow Six Siege has already been out for a similar time period. So, if we're going to take that engine and try to expand it for another 10 plus, I don't know. And one of my favorite posts here, this is the best one, because I know there's going to be people out there that say, JB, you're just showcasing sniper clips, so, that doesn't actually show the netcode of Rainbow Six Siege. Well, here's another one from Alone Kibi saying, this cost us the whole round. With a fully automatic weapon, every single shot practically landing, and nothing being done. I mean, what do you even say to this scenario right here, ladies and gentlemen? Again, just because Rainbow Six Siege is an FPS game doesn't mean that transferring this over to XDefiant will be any better. If they can't even resolve the netcode for a game that's so slow that the majority of your gunfights are just one-on-one, how do you expect them to move that over to a game where you're going constantly against 1v3, 1v4, 1v5, people moving 5 times the speed as they do in Rainbow Six Siege? How do you expect them to polish that off nicely? I don't know. Again, I'm not a game dev, but I'm just assuming that they sat down, looked at their options, and this was the best way to go about it. You gotta give them time to build a foundation. Again, this game has been out for a month. Rainbow Six Siege has been out for how long and still running into these issues? In my opinion, XDefiant isn't doing too bad. I don't understand why hate has to follow everywhere. Even under a post that's just joking around about a bug and wanting to see it fixed. Nobody can just joke around as well. It just has to be constant hate after hate after hate, just bashing developers. Nobody can give any constructive criticism without just crapping on them. It blows my mind. And the next one says, excuse me, you must be mistaken. We're not allowed to post anything about the shit netcode or bad hit reg in this sub. This is a perfect game that has 0 issues, causing it to bleed players daily. Nope. Therefore, this is a skill issue. But again, like I said, it's like, it just blows my mind, because we know the issue with this game, right, ladies and gentlemen? We're not stupid. We know what the problem is. The developers have come out and said, yeah, this is going to take months, and we have no clue. It could even take up to a year. We know the time span for when this is going to be resolved. So I just don't understand why you're going to spend every day bashing it. They know. They already told us it's going to be resolved, and it has been improved in the first couple of updates, 110%. And again, if you tell me otherwise, I want you to record an hour plus of your gameplay, no cuts, and let me see for myself what your experience is, because I have still yet to meet anybody with actual gameplay who has played with me that has consistently run into so many game-breaking problems with netcode and hitreg that it makes them completely hop off the game. Maybe if you have 30 minutes and you play one match, I could see why, that would piss you off, because one of your 2 games has been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? But to say that this is an ongoing problem that happens 24/7 and the devs are not on top of it, I just don't see the issue here. It doesn't make any sense. They told us that it's going to take a while. We acknowledge this. So why are you still hopping on the subreddit and spamming posts about problems they already know about? They said months. So what? For months, you're going to have to keep spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming? What are you doing? What are you benefiting? Besides, maybe getting some likes off of rage posting. But again, we addressed it. Now, if they ruin the netcode a bit more, I can see talking about it. If it's still not fixed after months, I can see us, going in and talking about it. But after improving it twice and only having PlayStation losing frames after Season 1, and that being resolved already, I truthfully don't see why we're still bashing it. It's improving. And again, if it's not, please, like I said, just send me something, an hour plus of footage so I can see that consistently it is ruined for you. And honestly, it might just come down to internet connection. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe if the internet connection is a bit worse, it might be an issue. I don't know what's going on here, but seriously, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. And, oh man, like I said, it's another one here that I have to talk about. Imagine if Mark Rubin spent as much time fixing the game as he does making excuses on Twitter and arguing with users. It'd probably be a masterpiece. Guys, oh my God. Communication is key. And just because he's communicating doesn't mean work is not being done on this. It's tiring. It's tiring looking at these responses because you know they didn't think twice before posting this. It's an impulse post. All these posts are impulse posts. It's all it comes down to. It's multiple different teams who work on these games, okay? There's people who work with the netcode. There's people who work with cosmetics, right? There's people who work with animations. So just because Mark Rubin is on Twitter for 30 minutes a day responding to posts doesn't mean work isn't getting done. You think 30 minutes out of that day responding is going to be, enough time for him not to get any work done? Can we use a little bit of logic here? Please, can we use a little bit of logic? And I mean, like I said, look at this one right here. Look how Call of Duty's in. I've been saying this time and time again, but I don't know. I guess people just choose to ignore what I say. But here's a little video footage for you guys. Oh, this is a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Who's this posted by? SS Gourmet, world-class multiplayer experience. This is how Modern Warfare 3 runs all the time. Not just in this special zombies game mode, but in multiplayer as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you have to, play. Tell me which one you would rather deal with. Would you rather deal with the occasional hit reg and netcode issue in XDefiant, whereas you could see in my gameplay, there's barely any issues, or would you rather look at this all day? You tell me which one, and again, explain to me why the XDefiant devs need to be bashed more and have lights on them more than any of this crap. Because in my opinion, XDefiant looks miles, light years ahead of all these other games that have been out for ages now, and it's only been out for a month. At this point, I don't think there is pleasing any of these people. A lot of these individuals, even when they fix the netcode, they're going to find something else to complain about. They don't like the game. It's as simple as that. They simply don't like the game, and that's fine. If we don't like it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody enjoys the same thing. But some of these comments, some of these statements, and the way that people are being aggressive towards these developers, when, it's nowhere close to being worse than other games out there, I just don't get it. They keep proving to us time and time again they care. They fix problems all the time. They have fixed this game multiple times with the first 2 updates. Season 1 didn't drop with any netcode or hit reg changes. Obviously, we didn't see any improvements. PlayStation got a little rough there. It is what it is, but that's not the netcode. That's PlayStation, and they're fixing it. Right? They're literally on it. Like I said, they just put out another update. They're constantly trying to improve that. So, again, I just don't get it. But guys, go down in the comment section, leave your opinions down below. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily or at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And if you guys want to check out any of my live streams, I'll be live today over on Twitch between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys are interested, like I said, I got a link to that down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.